Hello, Gia.
Hello. How's it going? Sorry I missed your message earlier, but we're here now. We're ready to go.
Yeah, we might just have to cut it a little shorter than usual.
The people will probably be pleased to hear that.
Yeah, they sure will. So you're welcome, I guess,
Yeah,
everybody. Yeah,
yeah.
sorry. I had just a little event.
Look at you with a social life or something. I don't know.
Just barely, Gia, just barely.
Hanging on. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here we are. You want to talk about General Hospital or?
Yeah, let's do that. I took some notes. And boy, did we have a lot of people, a lot of short scenes, with pairs of people.
I hope you wrote down more than just people's names. Like you're not going to just do that thing where you're like Drew and Martin.
Well, okay.
Oh
All right.
no.
Well, I started off a little stronger. My first line is Britt injects, Jason stops by.
Excellent. Okay, so that grounds me, and I shouldn't be
Okay.
critical because you're the one taking notes. So the rest of
And I
us,
suck at taking notes, so this is the best I can do really is the names.
we benefit from your. How did you get through school with such high grades when, like, just because you didn't need the notes or something?
I didn't get great grades. I was like a B student. I just was quiet, and I think you
What?
get
I
points
didn't
for that.
know that. I thought you were a straight A student. I would have been speaking to
No,
you if I'd
no,
known.
no. Our school was very
Oh,
competitive. Yeah, I didn't do well under that sort of pressure.
oh,
Yeah, I hated it.
well, okay.
But anyway,
All right.
okay.
Well, you're
So,
getting better now. Okay, so yes, it looked. I did have to turn away. But
yeah,
did she really inject herself with something on that scene?
it looked convincing, but I doubt it. I doubt she really stuck a needle into her body.
Stuck a needle in her arm. Sorry, I just went
Yeah,
away.
that
Right.
was pretty. Huh.
There's a little bit of the ooh, that smell.
Ah,
Um,
uh-huh.
Beautiful song.
Yeah.
Yeah, Molly Hatchetter's
Leonard Skinnard, wasn't it?
Skinner, was it
Yeah.
Skinner?
Mhm.
Oh, I can't stand to hear him sing, but I love to hear him talk. Um,
You're you're gonna be hard to wrangle today, I
I
can
haven't
tell.
had enough calories today.
Oh, no, so this is an empty tummy talking, huh?
This is yeah. Anyway, yeah, okay. So and she's being classic Brit. He comes in and he's still Mr. Emotional Jason. My gosh, I didn't know he could maintain this level of emotion for so long.
Yeah,
Um,
and I guess that's impressive, right? I
well,
guess?
it's like sort of a breakthrough for his character, isn't it? To
Yeah,
be to
yeah,
be so
true.
in touch with his emotions like that.
Yep, this one really hit him hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Mhm.
Anyway, she's being classic Brit and like, oh my god, and then
Mhm.
hears that Monica has passed away and is um what guilt riddled with guilt for her behavior, or it's just suddenly compassionate, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, suddenly compassionate, maybe a little ashamed of herself, but she just can't be using her energy, I guess, to check herself. She's saving it up for something else, I guess.
Or is it all like you suggested the other day that she's got her fangs out because she's really trying to keep people away from her because
Yeah, yeah,
she's dangerous and she
yeah,
knows it.
that's true. Yeah, and I guess even Jason, or maybe especially Jason, she doesn't
Yeah.
want to get in the caught in the crossfire.
I'll tell you what I
Um,
was worried about that whole scene was that somebody would sit on the needle
on the
under the
needle,
blanket.
I
Yeah,
know. I
it was making
played
me
that out in my
crazy. I was
head.
like,
I
"Oh
know.
my god, what happens? We don't know what that stuff is."
I
And
know.
also I just hate needles so much. And
Yeah,
I
I
don't even care.
know.
Everybody's like, look, it's like a cat's whisker. But I'm like, whatever. I'm passing out over here. Shut up about the
Oh dear. This is what I get for saying I don't have a lot of time tonight.
Okay, focusing. I'm focusing. Okay,
Oh,
so that's
shoot.
that scene. Go ahead. What's the next one? It'll be like speed dating. Go.
Okay, we had Martin making a phone call telling someone about Monica's service, and we don't know who that was, right?
I don't remember that, but
Okay.
I can guess. Well, there was one day where we got interrupted by life's events
Yeah,
too.
we
Maybe
did, we
that.
did,
Yeah.
yeah, so I had to catch that first episode on Hulu.
Oh, and I
Um,
didn't bother. But I'm
okay.
gonna. Can you want me to make a guess?
Sure.
So there's noise about this character that was on some other
Right,
soap that
right,
everybody
right.
loved, like
Yes, yes, uh-huh.
Jessica Sleestack or something, right?
Erica Slezak, yes, uh-huh. Yes, she played Vicky on One Life to Live, I believe.
Okay, well, so I don't know who it is, but apparently she's beloved or something like that,
Beloved,
right?
yeah, she's like a Monica level sort of, soap star. Yeah.
Okay, so
Mhm.
my guess is Martin's the one that long ago retrieved
Yes,
some
yes.
evidence of a sister or something that nobody
Mhm.
knows about, and I'm
Right, right.
betting that somehow that's who that was,
I think you're right, Gia, I think you're right.
and
That's
that's
what I'm
without
gonna
even seeing the scene. That's how good I am.
You really are. You really are just lightning in a bottle.
I just
Uh,
didn't think we missed that much that day, so I didn't bother going back. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah, and you're probably right. It didn't seem like there was a lot of really heady stuff.
We had kind of a placeholder day there, I thought, but
Yeah. Well, yeah, and okay, so we had Lulu stopped by the Quartermaines to see how Tracy was doing. Had some nice moments with Brooklyn. They were behaving themselves.
yes, yeah, they're doing well. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they had a moment where they were like, "Oh, that sounds like us," right?
Yes, that's right,
Yeah,
Gia. The parallels
yeah.
were quite obvious. Yeah.
Parallels were strong. Yeah,
Yes, yes, exactly, exactly. So you were paying attention while you were
a
watching.
little
Yeah.
bit. And again, I
Yeah.
was struck. I've said it before, but it's like Snow White and Sleeping Beauty, isn't it?
Yes, yes, yes. The
Two
blonde
of
and the
them.
very dark
Yeah,
brunette. Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. Yep. We had I kind of like this scene a little bit. The scene with Jordan and Drew at the hospital where she's
Oh yeah,
sort of
she told him to smarten up.
yeah, yeah, she kinda said all the things he needed to hear, although I don't think they really landed, but,
No, but I think he had scenes with a few people who are
mhm,
still giving him the benefit of the doubt, Jordan being one,
mhm,
and then later Martin.
mhm.
And I think we saw glimpses of a little bit of humanity in him here and there, but then he would revert back to Drewness.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I don't know if he's capable of sustaining any sort of level of humanity,
no, he's so wounded, he's so
yeah, yeah, and it's not a great look, I don't think, for a guy in his position, you know?
which is what in bed, you mean?
In bed, he's a congressman, he's an adult with a child who needs to be sort of taken care of, and he seems to be the one who wants to be taken care of,
Yeah,
you
he's
know?
he's pretty needy, yeah, with all his
Yeah, I'd say
anger.
so. Yeah, the whole poor me stuff, it's like, I don't know, Drew, just, snap out of it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. Um,
No, I don't think so either.
but it was
Um,
nice of Jordan to try, right? Like,
yeah, I think she gets points for effort. Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Do I get
Um,
those with you? I try with you.
I think it's kind of a wash because I believe I deserve points for trying with you.
You probably do. I'm gonna have a little bit of my seltzer.
Okay, okay, good idea, Gia.
My
Uh,
husband pointed out that I'm having too much lemon juice, and that
oh.
may be the cause of acid reflux. And I was like,
Oh, I
"You
suppose.
shut up! I love my lemon."
You sound fancy when you argue.
I know, yeah. And I
Oh.
poured more in just at the suggestion.
Oh, good for you, Gia.
Yeah,
You won
you're
that
not the
round.
only oppositional one.
I know, I know.
Anyway, okay, sorry. Carry on. What's next?
Okay, okay.
Huh.
Well, we had the whole fam over at Curtis and Portia's house. Marshall came
Marshall
in
was back. That's
swinging.
right.
Yeah, and that was a
Um,
little bit much, like he sort of storms in acting like they're gonna like go to war with Drew, and it's like I think I don't know, Marshall.
yeah, and he was just laying it on so thick. Once again,
Yeah,
it was like a Tennessee Williams play. I was like, oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah, like packing a little too much Marshall in too small a space, I think.
Yeah.
You
And I
know.
had just seen a scene with him on a Major Crimes. Um,
Mhm. Mhm.
and he's so different in that. I mean, and I thought, how
Mhm.
did he like play this much more restrained?
Yeah.
He just seems like unable to rein it in when he's Marshall. It's like so
Yeah.
Marshall.
Mhm. Yeah, I
No
don't know.
son of mine. It's like,
Yeah. And he's missed so much, like he doesn't know all the nuance and everything that's involved in all of this
yeah,
stuff. So,
he did kind of calm down.
yeah, and I liked it
But,
when he sorta told Trina to mind her own business when she was listening at the door. I thought, that was good.
um, yeah, listening at the door. She's just running around trying to figure out like who am I going to tell next about my
Yeah.
mom
I know. I
switching
know.
those lab results. That's
Yeah, this is I think she needs to, dial it back a bit herself.
everybody's a little overly invested in the parents' marriage.
Yeah, and really, well, nobody can do anything about that.
And really, Portia's already like, look at
Yeah.
Isaiah.
She's like, "This works out all right for me. I do have a
Like
backup plan."
this guy is my boy on the side is handsome.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Um
wasn't that a little too soon, or is it just carpe diem and like
Well, it was too soon. I mean, it's not like a classy move, and I don't think I'd feel great if I were Isaiah,
yeah,
if he knew that, like, she's just spun around on her heels because she heard Jordan's name, out of
right,
Dante's mouth. And I wanted to go back to that scene at the house a little bit because Dante came over to question Curtis. Do you remember
right,
that?
yeah,
And that was an instance where he didn't lose his Dante-ness, he didn't become just total cop, like we've argued that Anna doesn't seem
oh
to know
right,
how
yeah,
to,
he
you
was
know
still friendly, like because they've been social before, and it's not
Yeah,
like yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's true, right,
So that was a nice example of how you do that, if you
right,
know the
like
people.
he should take Anna on some of these
Yeah,
calls so we can
just sort of
see,
explain to her how to be a
yeah.
cop.
You don't have to, like, suddenly be incredibly abrasive and
Right.
British.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm not putting those together. I'm not saying the British are abrasive. I'm saying that Anna gets
No.
more British when she's abrasive, you know?
Right, right, yeah, yeah. And I don't think she gets any more out of a person for behaving that way. Probably
She
less.
she really is not great at her job
No.
overall.
Overall, no. Mm-mm. Nope. She looks
But
good,
yes,
and that
she
takes
does look good, yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, and Dante didn't get anything out of anybody, right? Other than just ending
Right.
that marriage, um,
Right. Yeah, and then he left.
in one fell swoop. He just
Yeah. Whoopsie.
But I'm glad to hear both. I would actually, to be honest with you, I thought they had already kind of decided call it quits, but then they were
Yeah.
hand
Yeah.
holding up until that point, and I was like, wait a minute, is this all for show? Um,
Yeah, it was a little bit, inconsistent. Yeah, they kinda went back and
yeah,
forth
they went back because I was like, I
on
thought we had
it.
already,
Yeah,
thrown in the towel on this, and then
yeah,
I
right, and
wondered
I
if
didn't
that was perhaps performative, the hand holding.
Nice use of performative too.
Thank you.
That's all that was,
I
right?
saw the opening and I went for it. Yeah.
Alrighty.
But
Uh,
I'm ready to move on. I don't know if they're ready to move on, but I am so ready to move on
I
from
think everybody is
Portia
ready to
and
move
Curtis.
on. Yeah, I
And
think so, and if Trina thinks somehow jamming those 2 back together is gonna save anybody, I think she's wrong.
I'd love to hear her say, I'm gonna call Taggart.
Yeah.
sometimes I just really miss my dad, and by my dad I mean Taggart, the man who raised me.
Oh, I'm glad I'm glad your phone recognized you being ridiculous. Thank you, phone.
Um,
All right, we're gonna move on because time is short here and we do have some other things to cover. One thing that I want to mention, this is going still on Tuesday. Nathan wakes up at the end of that episode
yep.
and we've had some people coming and going, and
Well,
Felicia.
poor Felicia. Nobody told Felicia.
Nobody told Felicia, including Mac, which I mean, I don't think he probably had time. Really, we didn't even see Mac when he found out the
No, we
news.
didn't. Right, but yeah, you're right. I guess he would have known, and then yeah, why didn't? You're right. Yeah,
I
A
don't
text would have been helpful, but maybe he's not a texter.
know. His fingers are too clumsy.
Too
Yeah,
big, too
yeah.
thumbs are too big. Yeah.
So Nina found out that it was Nathan. She didn't believe it at first, but of course, when she saw him, and now we're moving into Wednesday. She sees him and he looks at her and I feel like they didn't really milk this whole situation enough. Like the drama of it, it was all sort of anticlimactic, I guess.
Yeah, they just started moving into quickly, like, what do you remember, and what, not just
Yeah.
like what the miracle of you being alive again, but it's the second person that week that came back to life. So
So it's all kind of
it's
blasé,
a little
yeah.
old hat.
But like the fact that he's like immediately like knows who he is and it
Yeah,
seems to know who Nina is and Anna, in spite of being, you know,
and their brother and sister, Nina and why does
Nathan.
she call him Jay instead of
Yeah,
Nathan?
because that's how she knew him growing up, I guess. Yeah,
He's her
he's
he's
little
her
brother.
brother,
Yeah.
little brother,
I know, it's all
but
confusing.
he's must be a half brother, half
Yeah,
sibling.
yeah, yeah, I think so. Um,
Uh,
but, yeah, like, they didn't, I guess, play with the idea of him having amnesia, thinking
I
he was
know because
somebody else,
we
'cause
enjoy
that's
that.
always fun, yeah, that seems like a missed
Maybe they thought it was
opportunity.
too much, resurrecting the dead and doing the amnesia trick.
That's too bad, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the Rip Van Winkle thing is still strong, right?
Sure,
Right?
sure,
Isn't that what we're doing here? Can't
yeah,
doesn't know he's missed
yeah.
7 years and
Missed
didn't know it.
7 years, yeah, how do you do you stay on ice for 7 years, or is his brain did Faison put, like, a switch in his brain that maybe
I
gonna
saw somebody suggest that Faison put his brain in Nathan.
Well, my favorite part, I think, of these last 3 days was when Nina's like, h how like, "What's up? This is Faison's doing," or something, and Anna's like, "I saw his
Saw his
brain in a
brain in a
jar."
jar. Yeah, and
And
then she
then
said something about how do you know that was his
yeah,
brain? Yeah, right.
99% sure,
Yeah.
and she's like, "I don't like those odds."
It was about like because it's like Kennedy's brain. There are worms all at the bottom of the jar or something, and
Yeah, if you just see a brain in a jar, then you don't know whose brain that
you
is
don't know,
unless
right?
you
You
saw it
really don't.
removed from his skull.
Right?
Yeah,
Good
so
point. Good point. I've never seen anybody's brain in a jar except on TV, so
yeah, yeah,
can't really speak
mhm.
to that. But yeah, I guess I see. I get your point. Yeah, it was they could have milked that moment a little more. And then even him finding out that Maxie's in a coma and he
Yeah,
I don't know. He seems his affect is a little flat.
yeah, yeah, uh-huh.
He's terribly tan. Whatever he's been doing, he's really
Right, his
tan.
color is good. His color is good. Oh, dear. That's the fun of a soap opera, isn't it?
Yeah.
But like you said, like they've already, like, resurrected one dead person, in the last week or
Yeah,
so,
really recently.
too
Yeah,
many,
so
so, like,
yeah.
they do like seem to have lines that they will not cross in the absurd department, you know.
Do
And I
they?
say
Like,
cross.
what line haven't they crossed? I don't know.
Well, for him, like waking up and thinking he was like, let's see, who would be fun for him to wake up and think he was?
John McEnroe. I don't know. I mean, not sure.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. A famous tennis player.
Yeah, just
That would be funny. John McEnroe would love that, I think.
yeah. Well, like remember the thing they did with Ned where he reverted to
Yeah,
Eddie
yeah,
Maine for a
yeah. Eddie
while, and
Manning's
that
right.
was fun. That was a
That was
fun.
fun. Yeah, that was like that was as gratifying as when Sonny played Mike in Nixon
Yeah.
Falls, you
And
know?
on paper those probably look like really stupid ideas, but
Yeah, yeah, right. Like the odds of that working were slim,
yeah.
but
But
it worked.
they gave each actor a chance to really like stretch their wings.
Yeah, yeah, and I think like they really dove in, you know, and
Yeah.
made the most of that.
We'll see what happens with Nathan. I've mostly I feel for when Spinelli hears this.
Oh, I know, and Felicia also just
Spinelli's going
really.
to instantly like, I've got to join a gym. I've got to go to the tanning booth.
Yep, yep, right, and yes, that would help Spinelli. You gotta do the
Yeah.
work, man, you know? We did have some good scenes with Felicia, I thought. Like, she had a good scene with Stella when they were just sort of,
Oh
talking
yeah,
about
like so glad she
Maxie
was back to
and
work. Yeah.
Monica, yeah,
Yeah.
they
Yeah. Yeah. Those were. It's always good to see her get a little more time, Felicia, in her
yeah,
storyline.
yeah,
And then,
yeah.
and it was the scene with James and Cody at the stable. At the
Mhm.
stables was kind of nice too.
Yeah, right, right. It gave us another chance to see how good Cody is with James
I
too.
know he really is. It's kind of like it feels like a real thing in real life. And maybe they
Yeah,
probably do get attached to these kids when they're working with them and you
yeah,
know.
yeah, right. But yeah, he can bring James like a certain sort of support that nobody else can, kind of,
Yeah.
you know.
Now, did you understand the terms canter and gallop? Like were you okay with that stuff?
I just muted the TV at that point. Nonsense, I said.
They're talking about him learning to jump and I'm thinking
Yeah,
I think they've only shown him in like western wear and western saddles and stuff and they're
I
not
know.
really jumpers.
No, it's the
So that would be an
Easterns
odd.
that jump.
The
Yeah.
Easterns that do the jumping, because the Westerns would get that horn crammed in their gut.
Wow,
It's
yeah, okay.
uncomfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Anyway,
horn.
I was hoping you'd like feel supported and didn't, I didn't know whether to text you with some definitions or anything for
An
unfamiliar,
instructional
but
video.
yeah. Now they push off with a hind leg, and then the diagonal pair of legs goes, and then the front leg, and that's called the lead.
Oh,
Um,
Gia, gosh.
Anyway, okay, what do you got?
Okay, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's move on, I guess, to oh, well, we had also Wednesday, I guess I shouldn't gloss over this. We had the scene in Atlantic City where Tracy was
Oh,
gambling
and
and
Lois shows up,
Lois
and
shows up.
yeah, that was nice. I mean,
Yeah, that was a nice way to pull Lois back in, I guess.
yeah,
You know, you
I like really irritated Tracy too.
yeah, yeah, mhm. Yep.
Britt could be our next Tracy, really, because they got a
Oh,
similar
definitely.
vibe on their like irritation with the whole world.
Yeah, yeah,
They're just
but
exasperated.
definitely, they do not suffer fools gladly.
No,
No. One thing about Lois and Tracy together is, my gosh, what cheekbones, what bone structure,
right? Yeah, it's true.
those
Very good.
ladies, lucky ladies.
Yeah,
Uh,
even Tracy looking a little disheveled, she's still very beautiful.
yep, yep,
Yeah.
still looks great. she's taking care of herself. You can tell
I
that's a
guess
woman who's
so.
taking
I guess
care of
so.
herself.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so then Thursday we move to the church and we have Jason.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I for some reason thought they might wait a little longer before they had the whole service, but I guess I was okay with it happening that quickly. Um, so Jason first spoke with Elizabeth.
Very nice. Elizabeth, of
Mhm.
course, her usual lovely, like,
Mhm.
she's like the next, Monica or the next matriarch kind of
Mhm.
figure or something.
Yeah. Yep, she certainly could be. Yeah, and
Her
she
dress was also perfect for the occasion, I have to say.
yeah, it was, I like that dress on her, yeah, and she knows so many people in town, and she's been involved in so much of the history of the town, Elizabeth has, you know?
Yes, yeah, yep.
Um,
Yeah, she was lovely. Why was Danny not there?
I was starting to wonder that too, and then there was, like, once you start that, you think, "Well, and who else should be here?" Like,
I know
well
it was very sparse, and then I was like, "Oh, okay, well, I think they said it was closed, like you were
yeah,
just invited."
yeah.
But and I guess I can see why Wiley and Amelia wouldn't be there. That's too young
Mhm,
to.
mhm, mm,
And Scout probably wouldn't have been allowed. But
right, right, yeah.
Danny was certainly old. I was attending funerals at that age
Yeah,
and
yeah,
younger.
right, yeah, I think that would have been good to have Danny there.
Yeah, so I thought that was weird. Maybe they
Yeah,
couldn't afford him because of all the flashbacks.
right, I mean, and they've had a lot of people coming through town lately, you know, so
Yeah.
Olivia, they had to pay Olivia to show up.
Right, Olivia, Ned, yeah,
Ned, Lois, I mean,
yeah,
yep, so,
but I thought it was weird. The other option is, like, I just feel like they insult us when they do stuff like that. Like, they could easily have said,
yeah.
um, "Danny has COVID," whatever,
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Just like
right.
like Danny really wanted to be here, but,
Mhm,
he
mhm.
has a fever or what something, just anything to, like, explain it.
Yeah,
Like, they know how to do that. They've been doing that with Monica for, like, a year now, you know?
mhm, yeah, I
So
know.
why do we notice stuff. I mean, we're not brilliant, but
No, no. No one ever,
ever would accuse us of
ever.
brilliance.
No. Uh-uh. But yeah.
Anyway, well, what do you think overall?
Um, I don't know. I guess it was good. There were times like Laura was I thought she did well, she's gonna do a good job, you know, Laura's always gonna do a good job, and there were parts of it where I really did think, you know, she was speaking from the heart, like, I really felt what she was saying, even though
Yeah.
she wasn't overly emotional necessarily, but, you know, it seemed like there was a lot of weight behind what she was saying, and I like that. I don't know if I needed to hear Lucy again. I mean, I got like that she was trying to help, but I would have liked maybe a different person.
Huh.
I don't know. I don't know who, but just the fact that Jason felt like he had to get up and sort of see if he could, you know, fill the silence and maybe give Tracy a little more time, you know. I thought that was maybe enough. I don't know. What did
Yeah.
you
I
think?
don't know. I think I liked it better than you did. I don't I was kind of I was pleased with all the speakers. I didn't mind hearing Lucy again because I just thought it was nice to have that moment of sort of comic relief when everybody's
Yeah,
like, "Oh Jesus, there goes Lucy," like
yeah, yeah,
they show Felicia's face and everybody's
mhm,
like, "Oh my god." And then
mhm,
she like Lucy, that's why I always like wish that I mean I feel like I know that she's a legacy character and she's probably not going to have a huge storyline from here on out or whatever, but
mhm.
when they let her do something more serious, you see the chops.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, she's capable of a lot more, I think, than she usually
Yeah, and
is
so I
given.
kind of regret that they use her for silliness
Mhm,
mostly.
mhm. Right,
Um,
right. Yeah, yeah.
I loved all the flashbacks. The main
Mhm.
thing I thought during the flashbacks was just look at all the collagen in everyone's faces.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
Uh,
love seeing them. I love seeing these super young, especially like Laura,
mhm.
super
Mm.
young, and then you like fast forward and you realize, a lot of us, I mean, I haven't spent as long with these people as you have, but we've been spending our lives with these people,
Yeah, yeah, a
you know?
long time, yeah,
We're
yeah.
watching them go through these cycles and we're all losing our collagen together.
Oh, we are, I
Isn't
was
that wonderful? You know?
isn't it? Yeah. Bye-bye collagen.
The gaunt cheeks. And like honestly, one that shocked me was Elizabeth. I was like, wow, I don't even remember her looking like that.
I almost thought that was a different actor. I was like,
I
"That
know, isn't
is
that
Elizabeth,"
weird?
but her whole
Yeah.
the structure of her face looked different even.
Yeah. I mean, well, everybody's did, but I mean, everybody still looks beautiful, of course. Like you said, they're taking care of themselves, but it was just so interesting to see. And then, like young, bushy headed Jason,
Yeah,
with the little,
yeah.
and now
Mhm,
he's this big, beefy man.
mhm, mhm.
And also just hearing Monica's voice again, I was like, oh, I was really
Yeah,
choked up. I mean, she was a huge
mhm,
part of the show, and
mhm.
I thought they did her proud.
Yeah,
I
I
felt like
think
that
so.
was
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like that was worth the wait. I'm not sure if that's why they waited so long to do
Right,
the
right.
tribute,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
I felt like they didn't skim over anything.
Mhm.
The other thing that struck me is like, gosh, we don't have many Quartermaines left.
Right, I know. Like, who is the rightful heir of the house, I guess, is Michael? That's who Tracy said
Ah.
it should be Michael, right?
So, well, I mean, wouldn't you normally pass on to your children before your grandchildren?
Yep, so that would mean Jason and
Jason
Drew?
or Drew, right? Oh,
Yeah.
and who's her daughter Dawn? I was like, what?
Oh, Dawn, that sounds vaguely familiar, but
I
I
didn't ask
have
you.
no
I'll look it up
recollection.
later. But they
Okay.
were like, I was like, oh God, two daughters, like Emily and Dawn. I was like, Dawn.
Yeah, yeah, huh.
No recollection of a Dawn. But
Mm.
so yeah, I mean, traditionally it would be your children first, but
Mhm, mhm.
like I think that'll be the next whopper is like some like what if she leaves the house to Drew as some like way to bring everybody together or something,
Oh
or and
god,
Drew
yeah.
kicks everybody out or something and
Right. Whoa, boy, Gia, that's a good call because that does seem like something that a person would do, thinking that that was a lovely way to bring
yeah,
people
thinking that
together, you
yeah,
know?
that they're like orchestrating things beyond the grave or
Yeah, huh,
um,
huh. Possibly. You could be right there.
we'll see.
Yeah, huh.
Anyway, I was affected. I was choked up the whole episode. Glad I was alone.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep.
I mean, it's very hard to not. I mean, we've all been to services, and it's very hard
Mhm,
to not, of course, reflect back on all the things, your own parents or whatever, anything you've been to, and it's very hard to not
mhm. Yeah,
relate all those things.
yeah, yeah. Mhm. That's true.
And
Yeah.
I do you think Tracy will regret not speaking, or do you
Well,
think she will still speak?
I was wondering, well, now that Drew has burst into the
Right,
chapel,
right.
that's gonna upset things a bit. So I don't know if I
Did you feel like it was a Dustin Hoffman moment, kind of?
not in a good way. No. Um, I mean, yeah, that's I don't know. I kinda get what he was saying to Martin, and he was sort of making the case for going, but I don't know if I really believed him that he just wanted to say goodbye,
Right.
you know?
I mean, Martin called him on that, and I thought
Yeah.
Martin sounded very wise.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I think Martin and Jordan, they both know enough about Drew now to know not to really expect him to behave in the way
but
they
I
hope
I
he will.
like how they're not treating him like a monster, you
Yeah,
know?
okay, yeah, yeah. Not quite a monster, but
Well, because like in those moments, it's like, right, he was Monica's child,
mhm.
and I think we got a glimpse of him still being that, and still like I think that was a real moment for him, and then he reverts back to bad behavior, of course.
Mhm, mhm.
But I don't put him in the same monster category as like Sidwell or something.
Yeah, he's not like, like an overt monster, but it seems like he could do just as much
Oh
damage.
yeah. Oh, the effect can still be the same as a monster, but you know what I mean? Like, I think
Yeah.
he's wounded and I think he's damaged and all that stuff. I don't think he's diabolical
I
at
think
this
he might
point.
be
You
diabolical.
think so? All
I
right.
mean, he's too emotional really to be like a cold calculating sort of diabolical, but when I think about like what he's doing with Scout, I feel like she's breaking, under this his
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
the way he's fathering her and isolating her. I that just seems like that's as cold as anything anybody else has done already,
Yeah.
you
Yeah, I
know?
suppose so. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I know what you mean. Like Sidwell, Faison, those guys, you feel like, they could just
Yeah, they're
blink,
like
kill
just
someone and not really
yeah.
lose
They're
any
almost like the
sleep.
bad guys in a James Bond movie or something, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Mhm.
And we
Yeah.
still see the humanness in Drew at this point,
Mhm.
um
Yeah.
but I'll probably be seeing the humanness in Sidwell soon. I kind of like him too. I know that's
And
wrong, but
and maybe Drew is he's more like a realistic monster in a way, like he does
right,
things
like
that people really do in real life,
yeah, when they react badly to hurts or
Yeah,
something. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
mhm.
And they people that don't get therapy, I guess. I don't know.
Right, I know, I liked when Martin said he should speak to a therapist.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But I mean, I get don't you give them points for like nobody else is going to try to talk to Drew and,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, mhm,
I mean,
mhm.
I know Martin has to now, but still he could have
Still.
choked him with that tie and he
That's
didn't.
true. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, and
Anyway.
Martin's being like he's sort of behaving, but just enough,
Yeah, yeah, just enough to get his paycheck.
Yeah, to, like, meet the terms of their deal, but he's still
Yeah.
being pretty honest with Drew.
Anyway, it'll be interesting to see what the blow up at the church is. And of course, Michael was the one speaking when Drew, comes in.
Yeah, yeah, right.
But
Mhm. Yeah, like, how do you calm down a room when somebody's burst in like that?
I don't know, pull the sprinkler system or something.
Yeah, yeah, it's possible. It's a
Bust
possibility.
into the Macarena.
Mhm, mhm.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what you do, or just ignore him, like everybody leave,
Yeah. Yeah, everybody just goes over to the Quartermaines, like, they just
file out.
step
Yeah,
around him.
yeah, step around him. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll see.
they should have either had somebody keeping an eye on him or have some sort of plan in place for this sort of thing.
Right, because they must have thought, well, or maybe they just assumed there's no way he'd get out of the hospital and get
Yeah,
himself to the
yeah,
sun.
yeah,
Yeah,
and they don't think much about him, just period, I don't think.
yeah, yep.
Hmm. Not
Mm.
as I think probably Marshall's the only one who's thinking about Drew very much these days
Yeah, yeah. Marshall, crazy Marshall.
with his little
Um,
hat.
I guess did we cover everything in your notes? We had a little bit of with Geo and Brooklyn and
Oh,
Dante.
yeah,
Not
yeah,
not
and
much to speak about, but
not really, no. But you can tell it's hard for Gio to be like a cold-hearted, like,
yeah, yeah,
aloof kind of person, like it's his nature to just smile. So,
yeah.
and I liked that Brooklyn was warming up a bit to Lois.
Oh,
Um,
right, right. That was the lamest thing of cotton candy I've ever seen in my life. Is that
it
what
didn't
cotton candy looks like now?
not if you're buying it from somebody who's spinning it fresh. No, that looked
Yeah,
like
it's
it
like a
came
big
out of a little
fluffy.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that was
yeah.
like something that had been left out in the rain and shellacked itself or something.
They didn't look like they were enjoying eating it either.
I haven't had cotton candy in like decades, but I remember that was like a huge treat when you
It
went some
was, and it went s
straight sugar.
it just disappears in your mouth, so it's, like, not
Yeah,
satisfying really.
yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Mm-mm-mm.
yeah,
Do you ever
let's
want to eat like insulation? You know, like old insulation.
it looks too much
Yeah,
like
they
cotton
shouldn't have made
candy.
it that way. That was
I
probably unsafe
know.
for
Why
children.
did they have to make it pink? It's like
I
those,
know, pink and floofy.
like,
Yeah.
detergent pods, why do you have to make them
Now
look.
I don't know why children are trying to eat those. Those don't look edible to me.
No,
Like,
but why do they need to make them like, bright colors even? I mean, what's the point of that?
I don't know, so we can enjoy them? I'm not sure. I've been using the sheets,
Sheets,
for a while
yeah,
now, yeah.
yeah,
'Cause,
me too.
actually Arm& Hammer came out with one too, so I think
Yeah,
they're
yeah, mhm,
they're they're catching on a little bit.
mhm,
But,
yep.
they seem to work fine, but I can't help myself from throwing in more than they say to throw in, so I'm like, "That little tiny thing is not gonna do it."
Not with what you put your clothing through when you're weed
Oh,
whacking and
Jesus,
stuff,
I
I
know.
mean,
Oh,
yeah.
your pants held up well again.
Oh, good,
For
good.
listeners, she gave me a pair of big girl pants because
Mhm.
she's lost weight and I gained weight, and so I use them for work pants. So I went with the belt this time, and it was
Yeah,
uh,
good, good,
much more socially acceptable. But yeah, they're nice. They're kind of lightweight.
mhm, mhm.
So
Yeah.
thank you.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
welcome. It's always important, I think, to have some big girl pants.
Big girl pants at the ready. I know. I hope you don't like you gave up a pile of them.
Well, some of them are still sitting out there on the
Oh,
couch.
okay. I'll get them next time I'm there.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if do I wanna get rid of all of them? I kind of do because I don't wanna think that
I
I'm
know you don't want to get that
you know?
size again and have them be an
Yeah,
option, but yeah.
but winter is coming and you
Yeah,
wanna,
you might need to wear 3 or 4 pairs of pants. Yeah.
or I'll start putting on weight again because 'cause I'm
Oh,
cold. But that's another way to go. Multiple pairs of pants.
multiple pairs of pants, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Okay, did we get done in time for you to make it to your event?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think we did, Gia. Just reviewing to make sure. I mean, I think we covered the high points really. And there weren't,
okay.
like you said, they were sort of placeholder days, even though there were like sort of momentous things happening. It didn't seem like there was like real emotional extremes, I guess.
Yeah, well, except for today. I mean, today was kind of their
Yeah,
big day, but,
yeah, yeah. Hmm.
I think you should watch it again when you're in a better mood, you'll probably cry.
I did tear up, I definitely did.
Okay.
And Jason, I did think he did a good job, because that was a lot
Yeah,
for
wouldn't it be something if from here on out, he's just, like, crying at the drop of a hat like Anna?
like
You know,
Anna,
like,
yeah.
it's like open some faucet in him, and
Yeah,
he just
yeah,
can't
yeah.
and he can't
Uh-huh.
stop being emotional now at we'll see him watching, commercials and crying and, you
Be
know
hilarious. That'd be so funny. And he would start hanging out with Anna because he knows she can cry too,
Yeah,
and so
the
that would be a
emotional
safe
hitman.
space,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Emotional hitman, yeah. Oh, that would be good. But yeah, and I
Yeah.
saw I mean, no, I guess we know like Sunny wasn't really welcome there and everything, but and Carly, like couldn't Carly have shown up?
I don't know, I mean, that's what I mean is, like, but at least they explained them away, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
Um,
But
yeah, I don't know why Carly you'd think Carly could have been there just to support Michael, I guess, but I guess
yeah.
thinking back, I guess she was like, they blamed her for AJ's
Right,
death,
right, right.
so,
Yeah,
um,
yeah. So yeah, I guess it was thoughtful maybe to remove themselves.
yeah.
But yeah, Jason needed some support too. It seemed like Michael was a little stronger than Jason, which I guess makes sense.
Yeah, but, I was the beginning when they were, like, having to greet people and shaking hands
Yeah,
and like,
yeah,
that
uh-huh.
made me, like, just go, "Oh my god," doing that
Yeah,
for both my
yeah,
parent things is like,
yeah.
"Oh my god,
Mhm.
those are such
Yep.
tough things to do." You're just, like,
Mhm.
emotionally wasted by the end of those events.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and was it Lulu who commented on Jason being the one that was having to greet. I thought that was
I think
like
so,
a nice,
somebody
insightful kind of a observation,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, that he did it, right, yeah.
Yeah, mhm, that he
Yeah.
got elected, even though he hadn't really been elected, he was just by
Yeah,
default.
it's like he's doing all the things that he knows would have made Monica happy,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
he was
Uh,
really stepping up.
He was sucking it up. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. So good for
Oh, you
Jason.
got your wings. Yeah. Which I think I did that from my mother too, because like
Mhm.
my mother was so socially like with it and everything, and I'm
Mhm.
socially like I would prefer to be anywhere but something like that,
Oh, me too. Yeah. Yeah.
and then I had to do that for her, and
Mhm.
I could feel her
Mhm.
kind of laughing.
She wasn't really a spiteful person, though. I don't think she would have laughed.
She was probably laughing. She'd be like, not only is she having to wear a dress and stockings, she's got to talk to all these people at a church. She had to go to church.
Oh, karma, karma, karma. Anyway,
Anyway. Uh,
alright.
okay, well, look at that. We got her done.
Yeah, good job. I don't know if we got
Okay.
anybody home from their commute. I
Yeah,
apologize.
it's her fault. She's got a social
My
life.
fault. It's all
I
my
don't.
fault.
I'm not going anywhere.
I'll be home in a couple of hours, but,
Okay. All
yeah.
right.
Alrighty.
Okay. Well, you have a good time, and thanks
Thank
for
you.
listening, everybody. And we'll talk to you in a few days.
Yeah, okay. Bye-bye, Gia.
All right. See ya.
Bye.